We're at Claymont High School. Pete Carruthers on with Jason Jackson. It's time to wrestle again.
Oh, it's going to be an excellent match tonight. We were here last week, watched the Mustangs. Actually, we were at the pit last week, watched the Mustangs come out victorious. Step up in competition tonight, that's for sure.
Lakewood St. Ed's comes in. They've been from #1 in the nation. Not quite as strong in the last couple years, but they're never not strong.
No. Ranked top 15, top 10 in the nation, depending on which poll you look at. Have 13 of their 14 wrestlers ranked in the top 18 in the state this year, a couple ranked in the top 20 in the country. And they're looking for revenge.
And they just finished wrestling. They had a 37-24 victory over Lake. This is a triangular. We're going to bring you the big match between St. Ed's. Of course, we'd like to thank everybody from McInturf Realty for sponsoring this part, and I've got some special sponsors along the way. It's senior night, as you see, 5 senior wrestlers and a couple mat maids. They do a lot of work. And this picture of them and their parents. But, big time sports. It's a lot of fun to bring wrestling, particularly from Claymont.
Absolutely. This crowd's excited tonight. As I said, we're going to see some high volume or high talent wrestling out there. A lot of these kids are going to be wrestling in college here in the next few years. It's going to be an interesting night. Claymont knocked off Ed's last year, went up to Cleveland, knocked off St. Ed's in their house, something that really is reserved for the likes of Blair Academy and St. Paris Graham, national known programs, and I think Ed's is looking to get one back.
I don't think they forgot about that.
No, not at all. I think they're looking to make things a little even tonight.
Well, we'll be back with a lot of wrestling coming your way. The pre-match report brought to you by McInturf Realty. Pete and Jason will be back, so stay tuned.
When buying or selling a home, the first thing is to make the call.
McInturf Realty.
Our marketing plan speaks for itself. We get results with over 700 sales last year.
So, Molly and Colin, have you made a decision yet? Yes, we have. I don't know, Molly. That's a lot of money. But it's the one I want.
Buying a home is one of the biggest decisions you'll ever make. We take that seriously. 1 of every 4 homes sold is listed by McInturf Realty. Make the call to McInturf Realty, the sign that sells.
Hello, this is Tom O'Donnell from Park Village Healthcare. Over the past several years, we've become a trusted provider of rehabilitation services following surgery or a brief hospital stay. Jane Snyder, our Director of Rehabilitation and Therapy Services, has been working in this area since 1984 and has brought her knowledge and experience exclusively to Park Village. Jane leads our physical, occupational, and speech therapy teams that are respected for promoting evidence-based rehabilitation and therapy programs. These programs emphasize maximizing a resident's potential and promotes a timely and safe return home. If you are looking for short-term rehabilitation, please visit us. Tour our rehabilitation wing, dedicated to providing our clients quiet, private accommodations. Meet Jane Snyder and explore a rehabilitation experience that will get you back on your feet again. Park Village, where local therapists are building local relationships. We're located at 1525 Crater Avenue in Dover.
At Rent to Own, you'll find nice people helping you rent to own furniture, rent to own appliances, rent to own electronics, and rent to own computers. We've got nice stuff that nice people like you need. Check out our great rental prices. You'll never own any cheaper. And be sure to look for our monthly specials on needed items for your home. We have great deals on our huge selection of products. At Rent to Own, we'll help you make your next purchase a whole lot easier. Stop in today.
It's wrestling once again on Big Time Sports. Pete Carruthers at Claymont with Coach Eric Tokinen in our pre-match interview. And Coach, triangular tonight, but we got Lakewood St. Ed's Eagles, #1 in the nation, to wherever they may fall. It's unbelievable where we started years ago to get some of the best teams in the nation to be here.
Right. It was back in 1991, 92, when I had that state championship team that we wrestled St. Ed's at the beginning, and it's just grown into, we wrestle them fairly often. I'd say about, once every 2-3 years. But last year, it was the first time we ever defeated them in a duel. And they were eager and anxious to come back and wrestle us here. I said, we can't travel to St. Ed's. They said, that's fine, we'll travel here.
Because they didn't travel much when they were hot.
Right.
They were home and they took care of business, and it was great to get them here. and the atmosphere has always been tremendous.
Yeah, in 92 we had them at third place, and then in 99 we had them at our place. So then we started going back and forth, where we wrestled them quite a bit.
Well, looking tonight, matchups, you guys presumably very strong in the lower weights. How's it match up against the Eagles?
Like I told the kids, these are two teams, St. Ed's and Lake, that we beat last year. But again, we did lose a lot of people off of last year's team, but I'm very proud of this team. It's 8-1 in the duels. We've finished high in every tournament that we've been in, and I'm eager and anxious to see how we do tonight. It'll be a good testing ground for the matches that we got coming up next week in the state duels.
Of course, I'd like to thank McInturf Realty for bringing you the pre-match report. Pete Crothers here with Eric Tokenen, and it is a triangular. We're going to air the St. Ed's Claymont match, but first match tonight will be St. Ed's and Lake, and then following that, the Mustangs will take on the Lake Blue Streaks. But good test going into tournaments. They're not all that far away.
Right. We always call it our second season, and with the state duels added in, our second season started a little bit earlier, but we got a young group, a confident group, and I think if we stay in our game and do the things that we're capable of doing, not trying to do too much in our matches, we should be in good shape. Again, though, the unexpected of what Lake and St. Ed's has brought, what they got coming this year, we really don't know a whole lot about each other's lineup, and they kind of know what we have because, we're homegrown. We just got the kids that we have, and we're very proud of that.
Thank you very much, Eric. We appreciate it, and we'd like to thank everybody at McInturf Realty for your pre-match report. Eric Token and Claymont Mustangs get ready for Lakewood St. Ed's Eagles, and we'll be back with more.
Omni Orthopedics is proud to announce their award-winning team now includes 16 of the very best doctors in their field. Since 1996, Omni Orthopedics has helped patients in Stark and Tuscarawas counties with issues involving the foot and ankle, hand and upper extremity, joint, neck, spine, trauma, and sports medicine, with the finest physicians, staff, and medical equipment available. To learn more about Omni Orthopedics' world-class care, medical complex, or for contact information, visit online at omniortho.com.
Here's a year-end clearance that even Santa will enjoy. Hi, this is Pat Ferris from Ferris Toyota. Ferris and Toyota have teamed up for great year-end savings on some of America's best-selling cars, trucks, and SUVs. Save up to $4,000 on 2014 Camrys and up to $5,000 on Siennas, Avalons, and Tundras. And every Toyota comes with 24 months of no-charge maintenance. It's the year-end clearance event on all 2014 Toyotas at Ferris Toyota on the Wabash in New Philadelphia.
We're called Weaver's Fine Furniture for a reason. From our handcrafted solid wood furniture to our American-made upholstered furniture, you'll see heirloom quality. Make your house a home with bedroom suites, kitchen furniture. Visit us in Sugar Creek at 7011 Old State Route 39. For directions, current specials, and more, you can find Weaver's online at weaverfurniturestore.com. Make your house a home with Weaver's Fine Furniture.
Hello, sports fans. Mellow Tones here for my good friends from Wallhouse Coffee. I kick it in gear every morning with fresh roasted coffee beans from Wallhouse Coffee. Can't you just smell the aroma of Wallhouse Coffee in your kitchen? Don't be shy. Why not give Wallhouse a try? Wallhouse Coffee on the Dover Road in Sugar Creek. Big time coffee for big time coffee drinkers.
Get a smooth ride with tires from Clum Tire Service Company on South Broadway in New Philadelphia. Visit the friendly folks at Clum Tire and they'll set you up with a set of quality tires at a price you can afford. With their years of experience, Clum will make sure your car has quality tires that fit your car or truck. Make sure your car is safe on the road with Clum Tire, 1075 South Broadway in New Philadelphia.
Big Time Sports brings you Big Time Wrestling from Claymont. Pete Carruthers along with Jason Jackson. You can see it on the screen. Lakewood St. Ed's, the Eagles come to town to take on the Mustangs.
Yeah, this is a big match. As we said in the opening, Claymont traveled up, went to Lakewood last year, knocked off St. Ed's. Huge upset. Even though Claymont was nationally ranked, it was not a match that anyone expected to win. Them to win. They went in there, beat St. Ed's in their gym, and St. Ed's is here looking for revenge. And I think you can see it on the faces of every wrestler who was on that mat last year for the Eagles.
We're going to start at 106. Matt Casimir, the freshman, takes on freshman Briar Cato, and Casimir looked good against Lake.
Boy, he's a stud. Already this year ranked in the top 5 in the state in Division I in Ohio. Went to the Ironman tournament, won 3 matches, was 1 match away from placing there. Took 5th at the Medina tournament, also one of the top 10 tournaments, high school tournaments in the nation, and starts off here with a quick takedown over Briar Cato. And Cato's so tall. He's got to have excellent leg defense or he gets in trouble, especially against these short, quick guys. They can get in on those, big, long legs pretty quickly. And
I think Casimir, for 106 pounds, he's thick in the hips and the thighs as well as being built with his upper body. He just doesn't look like he should weigh 106.
Absolutely. And he's a guy, he's one of those guys that the Eagles put out, of course, every year. St. Ed's put out just studs. But he's a guy that at the beginning of the year, people talked about he might be good. He might, maybe he'll make state. Now he's already ranked in the top 5, and I won't be surprised if he's wrestling on Saturday night down in Columbus.
And as he works from the top on Cato, nice shot right down the mat. See Briar trying to get up to his base, but he's got those legs hooked in, and he's just flattening him out.
Yeah, Casimir knows that all the points that he can get are going to be needed and appreciated by the coaching staff here. He's trying to work hand control, trying to get that wrist so he can turn Cato. Cato does a good job of fighting that off.
Stalemate. Kelly Stillman is the official along with Russ Brode tonight.
Those guys did a very good job in the Lake match. Couple of the matches got a little chippy, and they did an excellent job of keeping it under control.
Yes, they did. Very quick with their decisions. Cato circling, trying to stay away. Shot blocked off by Casimir and goes with front headlock.
This is where that strength, that upper body strength comes into play as Casimir is just trying to kind of horse Cato over, and he gets around, and there it is. Gets another takedown, make it 4-1.
Got that leg hooked and the hip around far enough.
He's going to look for a near side cradle here, but I think 8 seconds to go.
Short time, so Briar stays off his back. It was 4-1. I'd like to thank some of the great people that helped bring these matches to get a chance to look at that last takedown.
You see just, Cato takes a shot a little too far out. Nice front headlock, snap him down, and as soon as you lock that leg, it's 2.
Brought to you by Weaver Barnes. I'd like to thank Twin City Pharmacy and Mako's Market and Pharmacy, along with Brad Hillier and Hillier Law Office, Stepping Stone, Ember, Superior Clay, R.K. Lindsay Funeral Home, Ember Complete Care. All these people just do a great job helping bring this to you, because I know a lot of people come up, when's it going to be on, when's it going to be on, got to watch it, got to watch it, got to watch it, and without our sponsors it couldn't happen. So once again, if you need any pharmaceutical needs or some gift, stop and see them. Twin City Pharmacy, Superior Clay. If they do it with clay, they do it better than anybody else in the world. Been doing it for generations.
Absolutely. It just hit Briar Cato with a penalty point. He's, as you can see, he's kind of trying to work the head on Casimir a little bit. He got a little too aggressive and looked like he poked him in the eye, and so they hit him with a point, and Casimir comes back and takes him down, and it's getting close to major decision range here if Casimir keeps it up. He looks like he's just too much for Cato on his feet.
Yeah, he's quick and strong, and he'll let Cato go because he's not really worried about, when you're quick like him, the only way you can really hurt him get thrown, but he's just got such a good physical body that that's unlikely.
Oh, nice shot, gets the ankle. Cato trying the whizzer here, but Casimir's in deep, and there's another takedown.
Make it 9-2. 35 seconds to go, period number 2. This is the first match. St. Ed's against Claymont from Claymont High School.
We look at who Claymont's wrestled already this year, and showed the Solon match last week, and Claymont was able to come out with a win there. And then tonight wrestling St. Ed's, top 15 team in the country, wrestling Lake, probably a top 5 team in the state of Ohio this year.
Season.
Wrestled Brecksville, a team that's ranked in the top 50 in the nation again this year. They, for a small homegrown school, they wrestle as tough a schedule as you'll find anywhere in the state and maybe even in the country.
Also need any ceramics, or as you said, you had a birthday party over
Absolutely.
at Old Warehouse Ceramics, and my cousin Jody, she's got over 30,000 different molds, and stop in, they have classes and supplies. They're right across from Certified on 4th Street in Uricksville.
Yeah, we went there for a birthday party, took about 8-10 kids. They had a blast painting everything, got to take it all home. They couldn't have been happier.
Minute 47 to go in this match, 9-3.
Briar Cadle started. He took the down position to start the period, and Casimir just optional start said, I'm not even going to try to get on top, just let him up. Cadle in deep there with a nice shot. Strong hips and lower body by Casimir. He fights it off, and then just, there it is. Locks in another takedown.
He's got the major decision right now. Looking for the pin or the tech fall.
And Cadle's a wrestler for Claymont who very easily could be a state qualifier in Division II this year. But Casimir is just, really just right now looked like he's on a little bit of a different level.
Yeah.
But, Cadle not giving up, keep shooting in.
And when Casimir can't do anything with him, he just lets him go and gives up one to get 2.
Yep.
Although he hasn't got the 2 yet here, but he'll spin around.
Cadle's.
See how strong he is. He got that arm lace, but we'll get a stalemate.
Yeah, that escape, Casimir needs one more point now to get back to the major decision. That escape made it just a 7-point lead. So, Coach Toke, but you got to, like I said, you're down 30 seconds left. You're down 11-4. Cadle's not giving up. He's not backing out, staying right in the center of the mat.
Circling what he needs to do.
Yep.
Once again, right in on the legs for Casimir.
Cadle trying to whiz her out of it.
I don't know if he can or not. Casimir's so strong.
Yeah.
No points yet.
And there it is. Oh, and he takes Cadle straight over and time runs out. He gets the 2 and the 3, but
it'll be 16-4. It'll be a major decision. Here's the last takedown. He's right on the edge.
And this is just strength. I mean, you just see him. He pulls the head down, and as soon as he unlocks that leg, he just takes him right over.
We move into 113. Alan Hart, sophomore from St. Ed's, goes against Max Peters, the freshman from Claymont. Max runner-up last year in junior high, state championship.
And Max has had a great year. Finished, I believe, 3rd at the Medina Invitational Tournament. Has had an excellent year. Alan Hart placed 5th at the Ironman tournament. Didn't wrestle at Medina. I don't know why, but they had a backup wrestler in there. And
Hart with the takedown.
Hart ranked 4th in the state in Division I right now for Lakewood St. Ed. Max is ranked in the top 8, which means he's a projected right now state placer in Division II for Claymont. This is probably the best wrestler Max has faced all year, and so we'll see how he responds.
Hart's just a sophomore too, so.
Yeah. And Hart locks up a cradle as Max is trying to get off his base, and
got Max in trouble if he can get that knee in his back, get a little separation.
He's got it locked tight. Max doing a good job of at least arching to try to avoid the pin, but
and he gets over.
He at least gets back to his base, breaks the hand, so
5-0. Takes a lot of effort.
Absolutely. And Hart going right back at it. He's not giving Max any time to catch his breath.
That half in, the legs locked.
Boy, that doesn't look natural, that shot you see right there. Your elbow and not supposed to be really in that position.
And potentially dangerous, as you could see in the picture. It just didn't look right.
No.
It doesn't look right, it probably isn't.
Yeah, I mean, your shoulder's not supposed to be, your elbow's not supposed to be on the other side of your ear.
Yeah.
Sophomore.
Tell you, Hart does a good job keeping the hips behind. And
absolutely, and right there again, Max tries to get to his base. But if he can settle back, no. Max.
He made the move,
wow.
But he just got overpowered.
Wow.
And that will make it 10-0 in favor of St. Ed's. We'll take a look at this.
As soon as Max gets to his base, he locks that. Max almost comes through, and just the strength of Hart takes Max right to his back and in perfect position.
And we'll be back with more wrestling.
Senior year is full of big decisions, a career path, a college, but it starts with fantastic senior pictures to celebrate accomplishments and showcase your personality. New Philadelphia senior Charles Murray chose Mitchell Studio to tell his story. Charles wanted portraits to showcase his many interests, from sports to music.
I had a few of just casual clothes, and then I had a bunch of jerseys behind me. I had my saxophone. They let me bring whatever I wanted. We took a few in the studio, and then we went to the baseball field, a soccer field, and got those pictures taken.
Charles said Mitchell Studio photographer Terry Barnhill made the shoot fun and offered insight while allowing Charles to be creative as well.
He actually thought of a lot of new ideas or new poses, but he also let me pick my own and what I wanted to. It was easy. I like to joke around and have fun with you when you're taking your pictures. It was a lot of fun. I liked it.
For more than 30 years, Terry Barnhill has helped local seniors shine with images that will stand the test of time. Call Mitchell Studio today to schedule your senior session. Mitchell Studio, where photography is still an art.
Since 1971, Chibo's has been serving homemade pasta, soups, and rolls to people from all over the area. Chibo's is located in Waynesburg in the former Mohawk Movie Theater. The recipes are the same today, and the cooks still come in at 6 a.m. to roll out the dough. Recently, Chibo's has added a selection of some of your favorite Italian wines to complement your dinner. We thrive on quality food, quality service at a reasonable price. Chibo's is open Thursday through Sunday for lunch and dinner.
What is peace of mind? Financial freedom. For most folks, financial freedom is built step by step over time. We help you build it with our savings and investment accounts like CDs, money market, and IRAs, where you can sock away some money and earn interest on it too. Financial freedom is peace of mind. Let's build it together. Substantial penalties apply for early withdrawals on CDs.
First National Bank of Denison, member FDIC. It's all about you.
The trust is high. Roll the film, let's see why.
I got approved. It was a great deal for the car. I came to JD Byrider. The same day I left with the car.
I was approved, and I've been happy ever since.
JD Byrider is a great place to go. Whether your credit's good, bad, they'll work with anybody.
I got the green light.
You could get the green light at GoJDB.com.
JD Byrider.
It's the way to
go.
Tyler Warner on the mat for the Claymont Mustangs. Two-time state champion, looking for three, wrestling at 120 pounds.
Tyler Warner looking here to get the Mustangs on the board. Oh, what a nice low single there. Takes down
Cade
Hebner, sophomore from St. Ed's. Gives up the escape. You know, he just snaps the head, gets his eyes looking up a little bit, and then just that low ankle was that was slick. That's first takedown for a Claymont wrestler, first lead that they've had tonight, and we're in the third match. But Tyler Warner, quite frankly, probably the only favorite for Claymont tonight in this entire dual meet. As St. Ed's has 13 ranked wrestlers, including Mason Doherty, for St. Ed's, is ranked in the top 10 in the state, but he's out tonight. So
one thing with Warner, he's just so patient. You know, he's not doing anything, but he just sets it up. He looks for the opening, and once he sees it, he's there quicker than a cat.
Yeah, you know, Hepner, not an inexperienced wrestler, has wrestled 120 pretty much all season for Eds. Went 3-2 at Medina. Warner, of course, won the Medina tournament. Hepner 3-2, I believe, was maybe one match away from placing at that tournament. So he's not a slouch by any means. But you know, Tyler Warner kind of playing on this little cat and mouse game here with him, and that's just how good Tyler Warner is. Warner, after a couple big wins this year, has been elevated to a top 10 national ranking. And that was a nice double.
Now he'll work from the top.
You can see immediately goes to post that elbow, looking for the cradle. Instead, he'll switch to a half, and these St. Edward wrestlers are well coached. They know what's coming, and I expect you'll see Hepner do everything he can to try to stay off his back. But
that'll make it 4-1. Here's the replay of the last two.
Weaver Barnes replay, and you see, I mean, just the quickness on that double leg, and you know, Tyler's, he matches that quickness with strength, and wow.
As quick as we can get back, he reverses Hepner.
I mean, that was
6-1.
You know, that was just that, you know, Hepner had no chance.
No.
He didn't, the whistle blew, and he was already getting reversed, and he didn't even realize it. So Tyler Warner on a mission here to win his third state title this year, and probably facing his stiffest competition in his weight class, as both returning state finalists from 113 are back at 120 pounds this year, and I think he's looked as good as he ever has.
Trying to get him so he can get the cradle in, trying to crank that head around.
Hepner's already been one for stalling once, and I have a feeling if he doesn't try to do a little bit more here from the bottom, he's going to get hit again. He's just looking not to get turned, not trying to get to his base a whole lot. 1 minute to go in the second period. 6-1, Tyler Warner leads.
One trying to that wrist control, get that arm back behind his back. There he's got him now.
A little bit unconventional, but Tyler Warner finishes in the cradle.
And that'll be the Mustangs' first win, and that makes it 10-6 as Tyler Warner comes up with a win over Cade Hepner. And here's the replay.
Just takes him right over, and you know,
see ya.
This ref has not been shy about calling some quick pins tonight, and you know, Tyler, that was just, you know, you're not going to let me get on top and run the crossface. Fine, I'll just take your elbow or your arm behind your back and do it that way. So
L.J. Bentley, the senior, and he is a quick. We watched him in the first match. Good on his feet. Goes against Lane Peters, the junior for the Mustangs, and they've seen each other before.
Yeah, they matched up earlier this year. L.J. Bentley beat Lane Peters at Medina. They wrestled last year, and Bentley came out on top as well.
Lane got poked in the eye. So once again, I'd like to thank everybody. Ember Complete Care to see, got him right in the eye.
Bentley working that head and trying to set up a shot, and just kind of little aggressive, nothing intentional.
Jock and Lois out at Ember Home Care, and of course Brenton at Stepping Stone Residential. Stop out at their workshop and see all the great things right across from Dover Philly Credit Union. And once again, Mako's Market and Pharmacy, R.K. Lindsay Funeral Home. Thank everybody.
L.J. Bentley ranked third in the state Division I. Was a state placer as a sophomore. Last year, didn't even make the state tournament. Was a little bit of a combination, I think, of weight management and just a tough district. St. Ed's actually has no returning state placers in their lineup for the first time in, I think it was over 30 years. At least state placers from the previous
Lane
year.
trying to stay in front of him. He's got the leg.
Lane dives through, gets the leg. This is not something we saw Solon wrestlers do a lot last week. And you know, Lane's going to have to try to come out the back here, but I think Bentley's a little too strong and looking like a stalemate maybe.
Still 2-1, no points because he's got on that leg. No stalemate yet as they're hit a tech fall against Lake earlier tonight, and he just took his opponent down and let him up, and took him down and let him up, and took him down and let him up, and still no.
Oh, Lane very close to a 2-point takedown there. That, I mean, it almost had it locked up.
Coach Token is not happy about something. He wants to talk to the official.
Yeah. And usually if you've got that leg and you've got their arm locked, that's 2. You know, that's commonly known as a Peterson, and I looked like he had it to me. But the referee disagrees.
They win.
Yeah. And you don't often see them change their mind. So
this might be one of the premier matches of the night.
Absolutely, I think.
Or it's done.
You know, you've got 2 returning, or well, Lane's a returning state placer. Bentley was 2 years ago. 2 guys projected to place at state again this year. This is, you know, maybe one of our best matchups of the night, and I'd say it's living up to the hype with some great scrambles here.
And that's just sheer will on both ends.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, Bentley doing a great job of getting in on the leg. Lane doing a great job of countering. Looked like he almost came up with the 2. You know, doing a great job of at least avoiding the takedowns. And you know, they're scrambling around, adjusting position in you know, split seconds. It's been very, very good technical wrestling so far.
Bentley starts on top. He leads 2-1, wrestling at 126 pounds. Lakewood St. Ed's, the Eagles, against the Mustangs of Claymont. L.J. Bentley trying to control those wrists underneath. Lane Peters tries to get back up to his knees and get to a base where he can make a move.
Lane gets up, tries to sit out. Bentley puts a stop to that.
Underhook, hangs on those shoulders.
Bentley not doing a whole lot of anything aggressive other than holding Peters down right now, but
Lane needs to get up and out of here.
I mean, I think the referee just told Bentley, you got to start doing something other than hanging on, or you're going to get hit for stalling. And
gone through over a minute of this period.
And there it is.
The stall. Next one will be a point for Claymont. You can't just lay on the hips.
No. Now, in college wrestling, that might have actually they might have let him go. But in high school, you've got to work to turn your opponent, or they're going to hit you. So not wanting to get hit with a stall point and potentially give up the escape, he just goes ahead.
And he ties the match up as he lets Lane up.
Yeah.
Knotted at 2. Front headlock. St. Ed's is really good at just whipping around and then hooking that leg.
Oh, absolutely. They love this position because you're not going to out-physical a whole lot of St. Ed's wrestlers, and they know that. They get you in that position. They want to just snap your head down, snap you down, and then, you know, wait till you break position, and they're going to get it right around. So, but Lane does a great job of holding on, staying in good position. And
another thing, the Mustangs, you know, they're really good about being in great condition, but you don't really out-condition St. Ed's either.
No,
so.
No. Something that may work against a lot of kids is not going to work here. And nice counter. Good initial shot by Bentley. Lane countered by diving through the legs, and Bentley fought it off. Gets the takedown to lead 4-2 here at the end of the second period.
Wayne Garage Door scoreboard, 4-2 in the match right now. St. Ed's 10, the Mustangs 6. Here's the last points as Bentley gets around and gets the control for 2.
Yep, just Lane tried to, again, roll through, hold that leg to fight off, and Bentley just cross-faced him right off the leg and got his 2. Peters goes for looking to maybe set up a spladle if he can get him over, but he's got the position.
He's got enough strength to do it.
Yeah, can he get him over? Bentley.
He's got the legs spread apart.
And if he doesn't get him over, he puts himself in a position where Bentley might be able to reverse him.
Might end up being a stalemate here in a minute, or potentially dangerous if he pulls that ankle too far. Good shot. You can see, talk about it entangled.
Yeah, if Lane can come out the back Oh, and he gives up the reversal.
So Bentley gets 2 more, makes it 6-2.
Again, you see Lane, Claymont wrestles a very tough schedule, but Lane's going to be able to, most of the guys he wrestles, he's going to be able to pull that move off. He's going to put the guy to his back and get some points or something, and you just see the difference in caliber of competition right here tonight. Bentley's able to fight it off and reverse it for 2 and lead 6-2 with 45 seconds.
Some pretty good cross faces in there. Tries to pound his face into the mat. 39 seconds to go. Third period, 6-2. Lane Peters, been a battle.
Absolutely. This has been, Lane has done an excellent job of.
Hasn't been able to score against Bentley. Bentley's given him 2 escapes.
Almost had the takedown at the edge, almost had a spladle, but Bentley's just been just a tick better, and it's showing on the scoreboard.
6-2, and that looks like the way it's going to work. And that will make it 13-6 in favor of St. Ed's. We finished at 126, and we're going to take a break and come back.
Dumont Sporting Goods has been outfitting winning teams since 1977. Put Doug Clark and his experienced staff to work for your team. See them for school jackets, silk screening, and embroidery. Dumont's is especially proud to be your exclusive area Russell Athletic Team Specialist. All of the name brands you love close to home. That's Dumont's Sporting Goods on Tuscross Avenue in downtown Dover. Team Specialist since 1977.
Woods Tall Timber Resort is a vacation that's close to home. The 7-acre lake is the focal point of the resort, with camping May through October. Splash away your summer days at the beach, and in the fall, enjoy brilliant colors from your own private cottage. Whether you enjoy primitive camping or the amenities of home, Woods Tall Timber Resort has it all. Luxurious cottages feature equipped kitchens, a full bathroom, and room for 8 guests. The resort includes a clubhouse, concession stand, bait shop, shower house, and laundromat, and the recreation never ends. Enjoy summer fun on water slides, inflatable trampolines, paddle boats, and electric boats, plus house rentals, fishing, game room, playground, woodpecker par 3 golf, and miniature golf, and of course hiking trails. And now Woods Tall Timber Resort has zip lines. It's the best value around for this exciting way to fly. Rides start at just $15. Small zips and kiddie zips are also available, and the Lake House Lodge can accommodate your party, reception, reunion, or event. Check out all of the fun online at woodstalltimberlake.com.
Tell me, are you confident in your financial game plan? I'm Matt Ferris, president of Ferris Financial. If you're like most people, you've probably spent a lot of time talking about getting your financial affairs in order, but for some reason, the game plan has never come together. At Ferris Financial, we're here to help you solidify your personal, business, and estate planning goals so we can build a winning game plan together and help you achieve peace of mind. Call us at 330-321-1413. Ferris Financial, helping you plan, protect, and prosper.
We're at 132, and it will be Hunter Ladner, a junior for St. Ed's, against Chandler Golick, the sophomore for the Claymont Mustangs.
Ladner might be the most improved St. Ed's wrestler this year. Was looked at as a possible state placer at the beginning of the season. Ended up taking 4th at the Ironman tournament, toughest high school tournament in the country, where he actually faced Golick, beat him 10-4. On the championship side, I believe in the second round. Came back, and at Medina, again, another one of the toughest high school, top 10 high school tournaments in the country, went 6-0, took first place at that tournament, currently ranked 2nd in the state and 15th in the country at this weight class. So he might be their most improved wrestler on maybe the most improved team in the country.
They don't stay down long.
No, not at all.
And down is good for 90% of the team.
Absolutely. They placed somewhere between like 6th and 8th maybe in the country or in the state last year. Lots of schools, you see a banner in the gym, in St. Ed's, that's extra sprints. So this is a team with a lot of tradition, and they're showing it tonight.
Ladner with the takedown. Chandler's a scrambler.
Oh, absolutely. He's gonna give you 6 minutes, and if you relax for one of them, he might take you straight to your back. So he's looking to make a second straight trip to the state tournament. This is a position that you'll see Chandler in, a lot anytime he's in the down position. And most wrestlers not comfortable in that position. You look at it. He does a lot of good things from there. He'll hit that Granby roll and hit a switch from there, which is a little bit unconventional. But Ladnier, just fighting off everything Golik's trying right now.
They'll go off the edge of the mat and they'll go back to the middle. 16 seconds to go. 2-0. St. Ed's wrestling at 132 pounds. Eagles lead Mustangs 13-6. First match, they won 37-24 over the Lake Blue Streaks.
Caution on St. Ed's. Chandler Golik has 16 seconds to try to get that escape, make this a 2-1 or potentially a reversal, make it 2-2. What he's got to watch is giving up that little tight waist tilt.
Chandler back to his feet, but he's going to run out of time here, and it's going to end 2-0 after 1. Again, like thank everybody, Smokers Paradise, Greg Rossi. Hopefully you saw him today or earlier this week for your Super Bowl parties and have anything going on. Of course, graduation not all that far away.
No.
Your party needs, they're stopped Smokers Paradise in downtown Uricksville. And once again, Arcade Lindsay Funeral Home, the Twin City Pharmacy, and of course, Mako's Market and Pharmacy. Always call in and get one of those ham cheese trays or a relish tray, or stop in and get some of their great meat and see the friendly staff at Mako's in downtown Uricksville. When you talk about doing it right like the Mustangs, nobody does it right like Arcade Lindsay Funeral Home.
That's,
For 4 generations, they just, if there's a detail, it's done.
Yep, absolutely. And then, usually, unfortunately, when you need them, you need someone who knows what they're doing and can make sure that they're thinking about all the little things, because you're not.
3-0. Now, with the escape.
A lot like our first few matches here this evening, where Golik's not doing anything wrong, Ladnier's just doing everything right, and just a little bit so far, just a little bit out scrambled Golik a little bit here, and nice setup.
Good job by Ladnier.
Hunter, he just sucked Golik in, letting him push, and used his momentum against him. That was nice. And earlier in the year, Ladnier lost a decision to freshman phenom from St. Paris Graham, Rocky Jordan, at the Ironman tournament. And when they dueled here about a week and a half ago, Ladnier majored him 9-1. So he's really come on. He's improving, I said, at a tremendous rate.
Another takedown and a release. They know where their strength's at. You don't want to roll around on the mat with somebody like Chandler Golik or somebody, because you can get caught in a heartbeat. But he's not worried when he's on his feet.
No, he knows he's got the so far he's got the advantage. And
beautiful move. Chandler does a good job to get off his back, but he'll get 2 near fall. That's a takedown. Got a major decision right now at 11-3. 20 seconds to go in the second period. 132-pound weight class. Pete Carruthers and Jason Jackson on Big Time Sports with wrestling from Claymont High School.
Gets another 2 points on a little tilt. Make it 13-3 here at the end of the second period.
Working towards a tech fall here.
Yeah.
Tech fall up by 15.
Just a nice, beautiful setup, and almost had Golik pinned.
Lets him go. Toys with him for a minute. Chandler shoots on the legs, but good sprawl.
Yeah, it just not a, he kind of shot right into his base there.
Now he's got Golik in trouble. Can Chandler get out of it? 19-5. If he lets him up and takes him down one more time.
And, you know, it's just Chandler Golick is a potential mid to high state placer here this year. And, you know, this Hunter Ladnier is making it look easy. And again, that is no reflection on Chandler Golick.
No.
That is, you know, I would say that right now
There's
Ladnier
the
might
two,
be
and that will be the Tech fall, 21-6. 5 points go to, here's the winner right here.
You know, again, it just sets it up perfect, good form, impressive victory.
Makes it 18-6 now. St. Ed's. Isaac Collier, the junior for St. Ed's, will go against Hunter Miles, the junior for the Mustangs.
Isaac Collier, ranked 11th in the state. As you said, one of only 13 out of 14 ranked wrestlers for St. Ed's. Took second at the Medina tournament here not too long ago. Was a starter last year for St. Ed's. Another guy that they're looking on to show that improvement to help get them back to their state championship winning ways.
Once again to that front headlock.
Hunter Miles gets spot starter for Claymont last year, has been in the lineup, wrestled very well this year against a tough schedule. You don't see many schools Claymont size wrestling at the Ironman tournament, Medina tournament, Top Gun tournament, Brecksville, Solon, St. Ed's, Lake.
And that's why they're dangerous when they get there. It's, I mean, he's lost 6 times or he's lost 8 times.
Absolutely.
Man, he must be a pud, and I don't have to worry about him.
Absolutely. You see Claymont wrestlers go into sectionals with losing records and end up knocking off guys who've won 30 times in the year. And I help out a lot with the sectional seating meeting, and oh, our guy's 30-6, and okay, our guy's 12-11. Go ahead, you can be the third seed, and
that's what you want.
We'll just go ahead and match up against you right there in the first round, and we'll see how that goes. So, battle tested. They've definitely earned their stripes by the time sectionals comes around.
Miles doing a good job using his quickness.
36 seconds to go, still scoreless here. Hunter Miles.
Look at 2 bodies, strength-wise, Hunter's going to lose that battle, but
yeah,
if we can use a little bit more speed.
Miles looks like he's being the aggressor, I would say, here in the first period. So he's not, a lot of schools, they see the St. Edward emblem. That puts their wrestlers up a couple points already. There's these Claymont kids are not intimidated. But I guess you could say the same thing. We wrestle a lot of schools that when they see the pinstripes, they get a little bit, all right.
When you get around, you get there, it's where are you from? I graduated in Claymont. I don't really like them.
Yeah. Yeah, I got pinned by a Claymont kid one time.
They're good.
Yeah. So these are 2 schools that are used to getting a lot of respect and even maybe a little bit of intimidation to their opponents. Yeah. And clearly there's respect going both ways, but there's no intimidation. No one's afraid here of the other team, and it showed. I mean, we've seen even in the matches that ended in pins, you had game wrestlers on the other side going at it. No one backed down. So Isaac Collier gets the escape.
Takes the 1-0 lead.
Looking to score again here from this front headlock position. We've talked about Ed's is so tough.
This is where Hunter did a nice job last time. He just used his quickness and kept his body in front of him.
Yep.
See if he can continue. This Collier snap and get around. Good job by Hunter.
Doing a very good job here
and you'll get a stalemate out of it.
When you're in that position, a stalemate's a win.
Problem Hunter has is certainly can't throw him, and he can't get to his feet. Collier's quick.
Yeah.
Can't get to that single or double.
Yeah, Collier doing a good job. He's going to have to, if he's going to get something, he's going to have to set it up or try to win a scramble somehow. But Hunter Miles definitely not backing off.
No,
definitely
he's
not.
Done a really good job. He stayed right in, was chest to chest, and
Collier again trying to work a tie from the middle, uses strength to his advantage, and
there it is.
Gets the takedown.
3-0.
And that's a position that, Hunter Miles didn't want to be in. You don't want to get locked up with a guy who's stronger than you.
Hunter trying to get his body as long as he can get it. Keep that arm in tight. 20 seconds to go. Collier not in a very good pinning position at the moment anyway.
No.
Not that can't change.
Collier just trying to maintain control for this last 8 seconds, keep his 3-0 lead going into the third period, where it'll be Hunter Miles' choice.
And that's the way it will be. 3-0. Now Hunter will go down. Miles in the bottom. Here's the last 2.
Yeah, gets behind him, and it's not 2 until Miles puts that one of his hands on the ground. And
yeah, being behind him doesn't mean anything when you're standing.
Collier just uses that, his strength, just kind of leans on him and pushes him down.
Hunter tried to get away, to no avail.
Miles does a good job here of they're trying to get up, and rather than take the chance of getting in a stall or getting in a scramble situation, Collier's just going to kick him out and try to get another one of those ties and use his strength to his advantage.
Forgot anything for your Super Bowl party tomorrow? Mako's Market and Pharmacy will be open. Stop in, pick up your whatever you need. Have your Super Bowl party. Downtown Uricksville.
Nice takedown defense by Miles. Again, Collier just looking to tie up, use that strength, and go after then the low single. Hunter doing a good job of stepping out of it.
Come right back out at him.
Yep. And Hunter's going to have to initiate some offense here.
He's got 1:22. He needs a takedown. Get it tied.
Needs to create some angles. He can't go straight into Collier. Too much strength.
Needs outside single or whatever.
Yep. And again, another. Collier does it again. Gets the ankle this time. Miles doing a good job of trying to fight it off, trying to kick out, but
and he gives him the 2.
Collier just a little too strong.
Makes it 5-1. Collier might see what he can do about getting a pin here if he can force the action. And that's stalling.
Stall on Collier because he just basically took him down and sat there on the hip, didn't try to work his even way up to the shoulders to do anything. So they'll reset him, 48 seconds to go.
138-pound weight class. To thank our staff, Dean and his entire staff, and under Charlie Jones for being big-time sports, because we do a great job. Not only do we do wrestling, we have basketball, boys and girls. We do lacrosse up in our Canton studios.
Growing sport.
Yes, it is.
One of the quickest growing sports in the country right now.
And I've been fortunate enough to do this for over 40 years, and I've seen some great matches, great basketball games from opening day to the state finals.
Collier in again on that single. Miles, as much as he could, fought it off.
Now he doesn't want to lose anymore.
Yeah.
7-2.
Needs to keep it to a regular decision here. Down 7-2.
He's going to let him up. I'll make it 7-3 and go for the takedown.
So he's going to need a takedown in turns because I don't think he can get 2 here.
He can't get 2 takedowns.
Final 10 seconds, but Miles just situational wrestling, knows that, don't get taken.
He's got to get a 5-point move, and he's not going to be able to throw him, that's for sure. And that'll do it. Actually, a very good job by Hunter Miles to
Absolutely.
Do everything he could do to stop that. And he loses 7-3, 21-6.
If you or a loved one suffer from allergies, chronic sinusitis, or have trouble with your hearing, call the office of Dr. Kurt C. Guerin, ear, nose, and throat specialist. Their audio team of Chris Schnell and Angie Hisner will evaluate or prevent hearing loss. Dr. Guerin's team can diagnose and treat your season allergies, and they perform balloon sinuplasty. It's a new in-office procedure to treat chronic sinusitis. Don't suffer any longer. Call Dr. Guerin for an appointment today, located in the Heritage Square Shopping Center in Dover, 330-343-9600.
Home improvements make your life easier and add to the aesthetics and value of your home. Look to the Wayne Garage Door Sales and Service Showroom for garage doors, entry doors, storm doors, windows, gutters, siding, heritage stone, and awnings. Plus knowledgeable associates to help you create a distinct look for your home. Wayne Garage Door, quality workmanship and service after the sale since 1973 on State Route 39 in Dover. More than just garage doors.
Tom Hampshire Insurance Agency, your professional insurance experts representing the Motorist Insurance Group. Team with Tom Hampshire for all your insurance, auto, home, business, and life. Tom Hampshire Insurance Agency, winning your insurance trust for over 50 years. Professional service, professional products. Tom Hampshire Insurance Agency and the Motorist Insurance Group, your hometown insurance experts in the Tuscarawas Valley. Call today, 1-800-682-0145.
The Inn at Northwood Village is a premier assisted living residence. Each private suite is designed to offer the optimum comfort, security, and privacy. Personalized services include a 24-hour on-site licensed nurse, 3 full meals daily, cable TV, utilities, daily social events, and weekly housekeeping. Our caring professional team provides the best in senior assisted living care and services. Models of assisted and memory care suites are open. Call today to schedule a tour. The Inn at Northwood Village, where your family is our family.
At Rent to Own, you'll find nice people helping you rent to own furniture, rent to own appliances, rent to own electronics, and rent to own computers. We've got nice stuff that nice people like you need. Check out our great rental prices. You'll never own any cheaper. And be sure to look for our monthly specials on needed items for your home. We have great deals on our huge selection of products. At Rent to Own, we'll help you make your next purchase a whole lot easier. Stop in today.
21-6 as we move to 145. And it's Jack Conway taking on Rex Peters.
Rex, one of the seniors recognized before the match, a captain of the Mustangs this year, has been working his way down to 145 pounds this year after starting up at 160 earlier, coming off of football. And
of course, that was an injury last year.
Had a dislocated tendon or torn tendon in his toe, which kept him out for most of football season plus most of wrestling season. Came back at the very end of the year and, for the Mustangs.
Got some blood somewhere.
Oh, looks right on his eyebrow there.
Actually, Conway came in all wrapped up. He's had his head wrapped up. He was getting work done by the trainer before the first match.
Well, he had the misfortune of wrestling Zach Carson from Lake in his first match.
Yep.
And Zach Carson is one of the top seniors in the state of Ohio at any weight.
And he had his head wrapped up before that, so that must have happened some other time.
And so.
All right. You can see it's a little dark in the stands because we have a matte light, but here's the Dover Dental Group fan cam, and there's what you love to see. There's the young one. It's got the Lake Blue streaks here tonight, too, in this triangular.
Get them started early.
Like he's having a good time with Mom and Dad.
That's right. She looks happy.
I thank Dover Dental Group for that. This match, Conway and Peters.
Jack Conway's ranked 18th in the country or in the state at this weight. Went 7-2 at Medina, placing 7th.
And he'll get the takedown on Max Peters and takes a 2-0 lead. As you can see him riding from the top. With that heavy hips on him and flatten him out.
Conway looking to see what he can do here. Look for some wrist control. Trying to get those legs in to flatten Peters out and go from there.
And it's all the gas and oil going on around here. Conley, Hillier, and Ong. Brad's been doing it for over 30 years, and you need to call him before you make any decisions. You can reach at 740-922-4161, or you can see them at their office at 201 North Main Street.
Absolutely. I have worked with Brad since I started in 2001. Can't say enough good things about him.
See, working on Rex Peters. His time runs out in the first period. And also, like I said, when it comes to Clay, Superior Clay Corporation in Uricksville, they do the Rumford fireplaces and a lot of It's amazing. Go on, just check the website out.
Oh, absolutely. It's what they do is impressive, and they're a national
they're
dealership,
national and even international.
Yes, absolutely. So Peters gives up the takedown, gets ridden out for the remainder of the first period. We'll be down 2-0 going into the third and the second. And it's going to be his choice. He'll defer, and Conway will take the bottom position here. See if
he tries to just get out and tries to reverse him.
Conway to his feet.
I think Max might need to drop down to single.
Yeah.
But he hangs in there.
Immediately goes to little cross face there. Conway, of course, well coached, knows it's coming. And these St. Ed's wrestlers are not surprised when Claymont wrestler tries to run a cross face.
Rex a little bit high, but he's easing back. There he goes.
Gets Conway flattened out. Now he's got to try to work the score so he doesn't get hit for a stall.
I didn't get the stall, but Conway got stalemate.
Minute 18 to go. They'll reset center of the mat. Coach Tokinen apparently didn't like that stalemate call.
21-6 is our score. St. Ed's leads.
Had a couple competitive matches. St. Ed's came on top 6-2 at 126 pounds and 7-3 at 138 pounds. They've just been just a little better here in some positions that could have gone either way. And
Mustangs points came on a pin by Tyler Warner.
He wasted little time taking care of his match in the first period.
And Rex Peters trying to put that cradle in.
Rex is working here. If he can get a turn or get that cradle locked, needs to squeeze him, but Conway doing a good job of fighting it off.
Can't get that head turned down.
No, Peters, I think he's going to go away from the cradle, just go for the...
He's got 28 seconds to figure something out here, but he's working on Conway, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's, if these two meet up again, I don't think Conway might take a second thought before taking the bottom position. Rex has done an excellent job. Ryden almost turned it into points, but looks like Conway's going to fight that. Now Rex needs to hold on for the last, with 4 seconds to go.
And that'll make it 3-0 as we go into the third period. They're going to put Rex back on top. They'll get the escape. 4 seconds to go, he got the escape.
And that's a great job by Conway. Rex almost had him turned. And it goes from almost having him turned to getting an escape here in a matter of seconds.
And Coach Tokinen says, I want you back on top again.
Yeah. See if he can turn him and maybe get a pin.
Because normally that's not where you want to be. But
no. A lot of circumstances, you're generally going to go bottom, get out, try to get that point.
You're going to have to be closed tomorrow, but Monday from 10 to 6, Stepping Stone will be open, and go in their gift shop and check out all the handmade things by the residents of Stepping Stone. Brenton Whitman and his entire staff out there. Some really unique things for your home.
Absolutely. Got one hanging on my front door right now. Nice Ohio State Block O.
National champions, I think.
Absolutely. I've got my national champion shirt on right now. So Conway up to his feet. Rex, a good job dropping to a single, breaking him back down. But Conway looks like he might come up with a reversal. Rex needs to hold on to that.
Trying to get those hands hooked up again.
And
you can't miss 2 points for Conway as he just overpowered him there. Couldn't get that hand back there to grab the wrist. And one hand against the big leg doesn't work very well.
Yeah. You know what? This match is indicative of what we've seen so far in most of our matches. The St. Ed's wrestlers seem a little bit stronger.
Yeah, they do.
they get into a position where, a 50-50 position, and they've won most of those battles.
Yeah, they've won about all of them. Peter's in trouble now.
Yep.
As he gets turned, trying to bridge out of it. Conway to lift that head up so he can get the shoulders down.
And Conway, similar position Rex had Conway. Conway able to fight it off.
Give him 3. That makes it 8-0.
Major decision unless Rex can escape here and avoid giving up any more points. So, Rex needs to work up to his base here. Conway trying to run that half again. Conway got looks like the bar in on the far arm, and Rex doing what he can.
He's got 10 seconds. He gets turned again. Can he bridge out of it?
And what a great shot by our cameraman.
What a great, can't get any better than that, can you?
No.
Great job by our staff. Wow.
You can see how close that was.
And that will make it 11-0, and that'll be major decision.
Yeah.
4 points goes to St. Ed's, 25-6.
Rex so close to turn him in there in the second period, almost had him over, and just,
Justice Avery for the Mustangs takes on the sophomore Michael Carpenter for St. Ed's. Justice Jr.
These two met at Medina in the 7th place match with Carpenter. Yeah, Carpenter winning the match 5-3 over Avery. Carpenter ranked currently 18th in the state at 152 pounds in Division I. Avery ranked 13th in the state in Division II.
Carpenter with 2. Avery with reversal, maybe. The escape anyway. You get the escape but not the reversal, make it 2-1. It's again St. Ed's wrestler, strong in their thighs.
Absolutely. I mean, Claymont, you see a lot of 2, 3-sport athletes here. Most of these St. Ed's wrestlers, they're wrestlers. They're wrestlers year-round. A lot of times their heavyweight will also be a football player, but other than that, they're wrestlers year-round. They're wrestling all across the country during the summer and everything else, and that's a great thing if you've got the numbers and the ability to do it. But you see, Justice Avery was a heck of a football player for the Mustang football team this year, and
2-1. Avery got taken down and then escaped.
Carpenter looks like Avery tall, lean. Carpenter a little shorter, a little stockier. Uh-oh. Not a good position for Avery. A good job of backing out of that. These St. Ed's wrestlers, they like to get in close. Work the 2-on-1 on the wrist. And
I've never been one like to see wrestlers on their knees, but some guys can do it.
Yeah.
There's no strength from there. That's what I don't like about it.
No, I didn't. I watched a college match. The guy spent 6 minutes on his knees, and all it was, see here, Avery, I think, just looking to maybe change something up. Goes down.
On our Weaver Barnes replay there, and back to live action here in the second period. Avery started on top, and he's still got Carpenter underneath him.
Nice mat return there. But, yeah, I mean, a lot of times these guys go down to their knees. It's a stall technique. Just, try to avoid getting in a battle on the feet. No, nice.
Oh, good job by Avery. He's getting a count. At least one. I don't know. Just a 1 count.
Oh, wow. I can't say I agree. Don't know.
He got him tilted, but he...
Yeah, I don't know.
He went 1 and then...
just stopped. I didn't see a position change, but he stopped counting.
And it was right in front of us too, but we're just announcers.
That's right. That's right. Our opinion doesn't matter.
It doesn't count for anything.
So, Justice Avery riding tough here. Minute 9 to go in the first or second period.
Justice wrestling very, very well.
He was one match away from qualifying for the state tournament last year, and you just know that I'm sure that he thinks about that every time he's on the mat. Just those couple of points here and there.
Exactly.
Bound and determined not to let that happen again this year. And Carpenter uses the restart to get up and out quickly, take a 3-1 lead.
This could easily be 3-3.
Absolutely, yeah. And Avery almost had the, and that's what we've said a lot with Claymont wrestlers tonight. Unfortunately, almost had the reversal in the first period. Almost had the 2 points on the tilt, and just
ifs and ifs, but they don't.
Yeah, but that's what you get a lot of times when you wrestle a team as talented as St. Edward. They didn't get ranked 15th in the country for nothing.
No. Carpenter in on the leg, job by Avery, get away. Got the ankle pick, nice job.
Oh, but a nice counter by Carpenter.
Yes, it was.
He a very nice job of fighting off that, a lot of action here. 3-1 match, but there's been a lot of action.
This may be the best match, one of the best matches tonight.
Absolutely.
Lane Peters had a good one.
These guys are going at it.
We go into period number 3, 3-1. Avery, it's in a down position.
I mean, Avery here. You see, goes for the duck.
He goes duck under, caught, breaks.
Just, they're both, goes for the duck. It gets fought off by Carpenter. Carpenter gets a single. Avery fights it off.
And that's the way this match is going.
Absolutely. These guys are going at it.
Coach Tokenen not happy with a couple of calls in this match, so he wants to talk it over. Also, once again, Old Warehouse Ceramics, Arcade Lindsay Funeral Home, Twin City Pharmacy, stop in their old line pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy. They'll deliver, call in, they'll answer your questions, friendly staff, and a tremendous gift shop. Stop in and see everybody at Twin City Pharmacy. If you have any questions, you can reach them. Of course, they're on Grant Street, right across from Arcade Lindsay Funeral Home, 922-2591 for any information you may need.
Locking hands on St. That's going to be good.
That's good. There's one. Now, if he can get the escape,
it's going to tie things up.
Avery's into this. He looks fresher.
That's right.
And now Carpenter's going to let him up.
I'm sure he remembers losing that match 5-3 at Medina, and he wants to.
Scores 3-3 now.
Yep.
They get the scoreboard correct.
3-3 after he kicks him out.
Locked hands, and he released him. So.
Carpenter wants to try to take this on his feet. He's been in a couple of times. Of course, has Avery.
And Avery looks quicker right now. He looks a little fresher.
Yep.
Carpenter tries to drop down for the double. Avery backs out of it. No stalling calls yet. Of course, no stalling in this match.
No. These two, no one's backing out. No one's giving an inch. Avery looking to try to get that low single that he almost had earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Carpenter looking more for a tie-up, 2-on-1, and use his strength to his advantage. So, minute 20 to go. And
Avery tried to get the ankle, but good job at Carpenter. Take it away from him. Hand control. Minute 9 to go. 152 pounders.
Avery,
he's going to get in trouble.
Gives it up.
Going for 2 and lost it, but wasn't because of effort.
No,
for sure.
But if he can break those hands, I don't know if he called it 2 separate 1 counts. So I guess they've both kind of gotten now that. So Avery got 30 seconds here to try to either escape or reverse.
Needs the reverse to tie it. He might give the escape up if he has to.
Avery's holding on here. I don't know why.
Now he's got to go. 5-4.
10 seconds to go here.
Can't tie up high. He's got to get to the feet.
No, and with no stall warnings, you're going to get.
There's a first one.
You're going to get a warning, but
and Avery's going to lose a tough match, but well wrestled, 5-4, as he loses to
Michael
Carpenter. We're going to take a break and come back with wrestling at 160.
Looking for a dentist for you and your family? Someone you can trust with your smile? Someone that offers emergency service as well as tender, loving care? Well, it's Dr. Sean Moan and the Dover Dental Group. Give the Dover Dental Group a call at 330-343-8132 to schedule your appointment. Find Dover Dental at 129 West 2nd Street in Dover.
You've known Peterman for years as the area's premier plumbing company. Now you'll know us as the area's #1 heating and cooling company, too. We service residential and commercial customers, and with our trained service technicians, fully stocked service trucks, and 24-hour service, why would you call anyone else? Peterman, the area's one-stop source for all your plumbing and heating and cooling needs. Call us today at 330-364-4497 or look us up online at petermanphc.com.
If you think you can't afford new flooring, think again. Think you don't have time for shopping and installation? Think again. Visit One Stop Flooring next to the post office in downtown Dover. It's fast, friendly, and affordable. How affordable? The 3-room special gives you up to 40 yards of new carpet with padding and installation for $426. Free in-home sample showings and estimates save you time and money. One Stop Flooring, quality flooring, and expert installation at affordable prices. Call 330-364-4745.
If you're looking for good food in a relaxed setting, then you need to try Malcutt's Tavern in Strasburg. Malcutt's Tavern features the very best in steaks, seafood, and pasta, and their pork chops are just fabulous. Treat yourself to something special. Take the short drive to Malcutt's Tavern in Strasburg. If it's good food you're looking for, we'll see you at Malcutt's Tavern in Strasburg. 719 South Wooster Avenue in Strasburg. Phone 330-878-7898. Weekend reservations suggested.
At Dover Brake, they know a thing or two about brakes. After all, Dover Brake has been offering professional brake service since 1975. Be sure to visit their expanded showroom for a great selection of hard-to-find parts and accessories for your truck or commercial fleet. They offer free estimates and welcome commercial work, too. For professional brake service, see Paul and Robin McCoy and the crew at Dover Brake, Route 21 in Strasburg. Dover Brake is open 6 days a week.
For St. Ed's, they'll come out with Doug Williamson, and for the Mustangs, Taryn Rao, sophomore.
Taryn Rao, another one of those multi-sport athletes for Claymont, was a starter on both sides of the ball for the Mustangs here this year, going up against a little bit more experienced wrestler in Doug Williamson, DJ Williamson, for the Eagles, who's missed a lot of time this year, was a starter last year, missed some time this year, but ranked 5th in the state. Division 1.
Take down, and he'll just let Taryn go. Back to what he does best. Takes him down, but just off the mat. 28-6. St. Ed's leads. Mustangs with 1 victory. Pinned by Tyler Warner at 120.
We've had, a number of close matches, and St. Ed's just, as they do, and against most teams, they come out. They get those 1- and 2-point decisions, and they end up in the better end of the scrambles, and that's what they've done here tonight against the Mustangs. And a lot of these wrestlers for St. Ed's were on the mat last year when Claymont, walked into their gym and came out with the victory. And I'm sure that's on their minds, and they're looking for a little bit of revenge.
First period, 2-1. Favors St. Ed's. Doug Williamson. The edge of the mat. Williams try to drag him back in if he can. He's got him by the ankle.
Williamson's clearly been the aggressor so far here through the first minute and 20, but Raoul's been
There's
game.
2 right there. A good job to get him back on the mat. And back to center.
We're at 160 pounds. Taryn Rao for the Mustangs, taking on Doug Williamson from St. Edward. Williamson, a guy that St. Ed's is looking at as a potential high placer this year. Rao, sophomore, first year in the lineup for the Mustangs, and he's done good this year.
And he's against a veteran here.
Yeah.
Williamson in complete control. Leads 4-1. As time ticks away here in period number 1.
Williamson sat out the Lake match for St. Ed as they had, I believe it was Adam Wookie wrestle in that match. And
yes.
So Williamson fresh and, again, missed a lot of time this season. End of the first period, 4-1.
Mustangs defer. And St. Ed decides to go neutral.
Not something you see a lot, but I think that's a sign of respect for the abilities that the Mustang wrestlers generally have from the top position.
And Williamson has had success taking Rao down, so.
Williamson again in on the single, switches off to a double, and
2, and they go off the mat. 6-1. Williamson's having his way at the moment. He's going to let him up again.
Yeah, Williamson just.
Nice heel pick.
Nice ankle pick straight to a half, and Taryn Rao might be in trouble. He's getting a count.
Gets out of it. 10-2.
I think Williamson's going to start looking now for either a pin or looking towards technical fall range.
He leads by 7, 10-3. All 3 points he's given away. Rao wrestling defensively, trying to use the edge of the mat.
But still, taking a shot, not giving up. It's what you like to see in matches like this.
Get to the edges, sometimes they'll help you.
That's right. Oh.
You can see the quickness and the strength of Williamson.
Absolutely, and a nice counter by Rao there to avoid giving up the 2.
See the time there on our Wayne Garage Door scoreboard. Period number 2.
Williamson in on a leg, and Rouse gets hit for stalling. And Williamson again has the single, switches off to the double.
Keeps the toes inside the ring.
Gonna make it 12-3 with 18 seconds to go here in the
I think he's going to put him down, try to hold him down or turn him here with just 18 seconds to go.
Rao up off the whistle, and Williamson just kind of breaks him down. Going to hold him there for next 10 seconds.
At the head inside, but he's not going to have enough time to make anything happen here. Twelve to 3 as we go into the third period.
Taryn Rao's going to take the bottom position, and Williamson's going to kick him out. Williamson doesn't want to mess around on the mat here. He just wants to
make it around their stalling call here as it keeps
Yeah.
Sliding backwards.
Williamson again on that single. Rao needs to hold on here. He's got to front head and
there's a 2. As they go out and make 14-4.
He's going to kick him out right again.
14-5.
And there's going to be a stall.
Yep. One more 15-5. Two stalling calls. So
yeah. Rao doing everything he can, just and nice. And there it is. Hey, that's takedown for Taryn Rao. Not giving up.
Looked like Williamson's got a little lackadaisical.
Yep, he relaxed. He think, I'm beating this kid by 10. I'm in good shape. Rao not going to give up. He's going to go hard for all 6 minutes and gets a takedown. He's doing a good job here, controlling the wrist and trying to trying to keep this even from a major decision if he can get a quick
now
turn.
It's a major decision, 15-7. And look for Williams to try to explode out of here and give himself a little cushion. And he didn't want Rao on top of him earlier, so.
Yep.
One count.
We saw the arm go a couple times. I think it was 2 separate 1 counts. Taryn Rao doing a nice job of,
Like Williamson, you said he hadn't wrestled well. Looks like he might have wore out.
I think he might be, his gas tank might be approaching empty. And
yeah, I agree.
Rao, Taryn Rao came close to locking that cradle up. If he'd had another 20 or 30 seconds, he might have been able to do something here, but with just a couple seconds to go.
Williamson's going to hold off and get a major decision, 15-7, make it 32-6. Lakewood St. Ed's over Claymont.
Up next at 170 pounds for St. Ed's, Jared Leitich.
Jared Leitich Jr. for St. Ed's will come out, and he'll take on Keaton Heron. And you don't know what Keaton's, you know what he's going to bring. We're not sure exactly what he's going to bring.
As we saw last week, his athleticism is remarkable. Sometimes his mat awareness is not always there. He kind of took a late in overtime last week, took maybe an ill-advised shot, ends up giving up the counter for the score to lose. But
he's not an experienced wrestler.
No, second year on the mat, didn't wrestle at all his first 2 years in high school. Came out last year, was in and out of the lineup. And this year's been a very good wrestler for the Mustangs, getting into some of the state rankings. I think underrated, not looked at. I think he's going to dark horse for a state berth. And
that was a headbutt, accidentally, but that was head-to-head, and take a look at it again.
Heron likes a double, and he goes in for a double here, kind of.
Boom.
Yeah.
It's like taking that shot to the face.
That was, but Leitich, went 5-2 into Medina tournament. I think lost his first match, won 5 consolation matches, and still didn't place at the tournament. Is a first-year starter for the Eagles.
Sort of feeling each other out a little bit. Keaton.
We saw last week, about 5 seconds to go, less than 5 seconds to go, Heron hit a lightning quick double leg for a takedown in his match against Solon. So he's always a threat to score.
Yes.
So both wrestlers just kind of looking for that opening.
Leitich looking for the wrist control and get on the elbow. 19 seconds to go. .32.6 shot.
Heron takes a double. Leitich tried a little bit of almost like a dump there, but Heron just too strong.
Yeah.
3.5 seconds to go in the first period.
We'll go into period number 2. No score. Heron will take down and like to get that first point on the board when it's tied.
Absolutely. See what Heron does here.
St. Ed's really hasn't worked a lot from the top. Most of their wrestlers have let the Mustangs up.
Yeah, they look to control more than they look to score from the top position, but Leitich trying to get the leg in, but Heron has it stopped.
He's got that ankle inside.
Yeah, if he can.
Russ Brode calls it a stalemate.
Heron didn't really move much on the ball on the first whistle, and he needs to. I think he needs to.
With his quickness, he can explode.
Absolutely, he needs to explode here. There it is. Immediately up to his feet, working hand control.
Coach Chet Peters not happy. He said that Leitich just pushing him off the mat.
Again, Heron straight up. Leitich goes to the ankle.
Heron showing his strength as he fights that off.
Yeah, Leitich done a good job of maintaining control here through the first minute of the second period. Trying to get those hips over, but Heron, almost.
Once again, there was that almost through.
Tried to roll through for a reversal and ends up, Leitich just puts him to his back. He's going to get at least 3. Now Heron, again, so close to getting out.
And Heron gets on top of him, he's in trouble.
Yeah, it's just game of it's been a night of just abouts for Claymont. .30 seconds to go for Keaton Heron to try to get out, make this at least a 3-1 match.
Steve still working from the top. Heron hasn't been able to get away. 3 points have been awarded to Leitich.
Leitich, same move he used before. Took Heron over and almost gets it again, but looks like Heron's going to
finish this period. And Heron will trail 3-0. As Leitich held him down the entire time and got him tilted.
And Leitich looks like he's going to take the top.
And Heron wants to go to his feet. Four to nothing.
Heron feels like he can land that double. Try to take Leitich down and maybe even
work
get
real
a
well from the bottom, so
No.
might as well try something else. Leitich keeps those legs back far enough that Heron can't get to him.
Heron goes for a little bit of a throw, but
They're
they
off
go
the
out of
mat.
bounds.
Gotta try something now. I mean, it's
Yeah. Leitich looks hurt.
hurt or it's time for a little break.
Yeah.
Good break time.
That's right.
Once again, I had some extra sponsors come along to help bring Brecksville Match and Solon and St. Ed's tonight. I'd just like to say once again thanks to Mako's Market and Pharmacy, Conley Hill, Long Attorneys at Law, Greg Rossi at Smoker's Paradise, Old Warehouse Ceramics, Jody Dunlap, RK at the RK Lindsay Funeral Home, entire staff, Twin City Pharmacy, Superior Clay. I'd like to thank the McClaves and Jesse Bernine, everybody out there. I'd like to say thanks to them. And Jock and Lois at Ember Home Care. Can't do it without you guys, along with Brenton Whitman at Stepping Stone. And stop out at Stepping Stone and see everything. And once again, guys, thank you for everything. Greatly appreciated.
Keaton Hare, minute 15 to go. Gets himself in a position here where almost, and instead of coming up with 2, he loses 2 and into a near side cradle. Not a good position.
He did everything he could do, but he just got out-muscled.
Yep. You see here, Heron looks like he almost takes him to his back, and then, Leidich comes up with the pin.
38-6. Weaver Barnes replay as you see him going to his back. We move into 182 pounds. We'll take a break and come back with this one in just a moment.
Do you enjoy the outdoors? Ever dream of owning a cabin or vacation home? At Weaver Barnes, we build buildings perfect for all those dreams. From our cabins to our majestic timber lodge, from small sheds to big barns, Weaver Barnes has the perfect solution for you. Come see for yourself at our display lot, located on State Route 39 in Sugar Creek. Visit our website at weaverbarnes.com or give us a call at 888-289-4940.
Welcome to Mount Hope Fence, located in Mount Hope, Ohio, where you can add elegance to your outdoor space with one of our durable, low-maintenance pavilions, gazebos, or pergolas. Choose one from our showroom, or we can build to order. Add to your backyard escape with a stone fireplace or other landscape ideas. More than just fence, we're about the full line of outdoor living products. All of our products come with a lifetime warranty. Click online at mounthopefence.com or visit our showroom at 7102 County Road 77. Mount Hope Fence. We've got the inside on the outdoors.
If you want to make your business successful for years to come, then you need to partner with Graphic Publications and our Bluefoot digital products. Our customers receive a strategic marketing plan in both digital and print media that can include website design, hosting and content creation, interactive mobile apps, videos, and graphic design. For the past 40 years, Graphic Publications has been helping businesses grow with our innovative marketing solutions that enable you to reach and exceed your goals. Contact Graphic Publications at 888-674-1010.
Make your vehicle last longer and run better. Fix it with parts from Harrison Napa Auto Parts in Sugar Creek. With over 20,000 parts in stock, our ASE certified staff will get you the right part right away and get your vehicle running. Order your part online and pick it up. Just log on to NapaOnline.com. Call us at 330-852-4671 or visit us at Harrison Napa Auto Parts, 793 Dover Road in Sugar Creek. Get your car running smooth with Harrison Napa Auto Parts.
Shook Auto is the largest independent vehicle sales company in the area, with over 300 vehicles in stock ranging from $1,000 to $30,000 and everywhere in between. Shook Auto employs a full staff of ASE certified technicians. They service what they sell. Shook Auto has 2 locations, 1633 Steel Hill Road and 205 South Broadway in New Philadelphia. Online at shookauto.com.
Wrestling at 182 pounds, Tyler Steppick, the sophomore for St. Ed's, will take on junior Kylie Clark of the Mustangs. Clark just into the lineup. Steppick on the single. Signaled 2 and then said nope, he didn't have control. As soon as he steps over, if he can, good job by Clark to stay on the leg. Steppick trying to get that leg out. Clark hangs on that ankle. Still no score, a minute in period number 1. Clark tries to stand up, and Clark gets a 2. Nice job by Clark as he gets the 2 points as they go out of bounds. Looks like he was going to lose 2, and comes up with 2. Clark from the top. Arm in. Stepic trying to get back up to his feet. Shake Clark off. Clark hooks those legs in. Got to be careful. If he slips out, you're in trouble. And he gets out for the reversal in 2. Now Stepic takes the aggressive.
Stepic took 7th place at the Medina tournament.
Did a nice job getting away and getting the first 2 from the takedown. Stepic looks like he's going to ride him out here in the first period.
Yeah, Kyle Clark's been. Oh, and reversal.
As I said that.
Wow.
Reversal with about a 0.2 of a second left for Clark, and it's 4-2.
Kyle Clark's bumped in the lineup between 82 and 195. Tim Zerker, who was honored earlier, recognized as one of the seniors, was out. I think he had a little bit of an injury, went on a family vacation. So Clark is he's probably happy to be wrestling guys closer to his own weight. He's been up at 195 for a while.
Zerker is back, and he'll wrestle next.
Yes.
Tim over there with a Big Time Sports T-shirt on. That's what we like to see.
Zerker was the starting quarterback for the Mustangs football team the last couple of years.
Excellent thrower of the football.
His dad was a quarterback when I was in high school. Led Claymont to their only state football playoff appearance. Escape for Stepic makes it 4-3 in favor of Clark.
Right in front of us.
Stepic with a nice shot, Clark with a nice counter, and they go out of bounds.
So earlier tonight, St. Ed's wrestled the Lake Blue Streaks, and they defeated Lake 37-24.
Stepic, a nice thing. Clark, a nice counter, but Stepic hits the cradle, and Clark better break those hands or he's going to be in trouble.
Stepic trying to step over. Clark doing a good job not to let him. He gave him 3. Still got it locked in. See if Clark can.
Clark trying to, he breaks the hands, but still gives up the takedown plus the near fall to make it 8-4. So Stepic ranked 17th in the state. This is a nice effort so far by Kyle Clark.
He's just a sophomore. It's tough to get ranked when you're a sophomore and you're this heavy.
Absolutely.
And 106, 113, 120, that's a different story.
Yeah, you know, there's a big difference in a lot of times in strength, but at these upper weights, and Stepic, I think, just showed that he's got the strength needed.
And he'll get the pin at 182 pounds over Clark. Here's another look at it.
Clark was doing a great job, but the Stepic he got that arm, it just took him over.
And there you can see the shoulders go down right there.
Yep.
Good job, great camera work. 43-6, and now we'll talk about Timmy Zerker. Here he comes with 195, takes on sophomore Jared Campbell.
Campbell ranked 4th in the state. Has really come on this year, was in and out of the line, wrestled a few times for St. Ed's last year, but has come on and took 6th place at the Ironman, or at the Medina tournament. We talked about, being young and being at these upper weights. So these guys, they wrestle year round. So they might be sophomores in high school, but in terms of their wrestling experience, they're probably wrestled more matches than a lot of the seniors that they face.
Zerker hanging on that leg, but Only lose it. 2 points for Campbell.
Campbell, Zerker looking to try to pop the head for a reversal here, but Campbell's got it tight.
Claymont with 1 victory tonight.
And another cradle for St. Ed's.
Zerker trying to kick out of it, and he does.
We talked about the revenge factor, and I think Claymont picked up about 5 pins via cradle against St. Ed's last year. I almost think
trouble here.
It looks like they're trying to prove a point. We can do it too. Zerker doing everything he can, but there it is.
Zerker gets pinned, 1:30.
He gets that cradle locked tight. Once it's locked tight like that, there's not much you can do.
Now, for your Mustangs, Nate Gray.
Takes that, gets that separation, takes him straight down.
We'll be back with more wrestling right after this.
Since 1972, Taylor Insurance and Financial Services has been serving the Tuscarawas Valley with friendly and professional advice. With over 100 years of combined experience, Taylor Insurance and Financial Services offers the best in auto and home insurance, 401k rollovers, IRA transfers, and a full line of property and casualty coverage. With 2 locations to serve you, 4th Street Northwest in New Philadelphia and on 2nd Street in Coshocton, there's no need to look any further than Taylor Insurance and Financial Services.
Walton's Auto and Glass has been a family-owned and operated automotive parts shop since the days of the Model T. Walton's carries auto parts and paint as well as glass for your every need, including tabletops, mirrors, shelves, windows, and frames. Walton specializes in replacement and repair of automotive, ATV, and residential glass and takes pride in giving you OEM quality or better for your new or antique car. With a successful business since 1931, you know you can trust Walton's. Find them at 371 South Broadway in New Philadelphia. It's time to tailgate, and that means it's time for carry-out buckets of delicious Manor chicken. Whether you're going to the game or just need a quick dinner for your family, choose the Manor Restaurant in Strasburg. With their buckets of chicken and homemade sides, it's the easy way to enjoy a great meal before the game or anytime. The Manor is open 6 days a week, closed Mondays.
For homemade flavor never outdone, come on down for great food and fun.
The Manor Restaurant on North Worcester Avenue in Strasburg.
Do you want a happy and healthy pet? Pet's Place offers great service and the healthiest of dog and cat foods. We carry a wide range of all-natural dog chews, biscuits, and a huge selection of toys, a DIY pet wash, and all other pet needs. Pet's Place offers a great selection of freshwater fish, small animal reptiles, and birds. So bring your pet to Pet's Place, 118 Commercial Avenue Southwest in New Philadelphia, or check us out on the web at www.petsplace.com.
Remodeling and improving your home are always in season. Bring your ideas to your showroom at Holmes Lumber Design Center, downtown Sugar Creek, featuring craft-made kitchens and bath displays with custom countertops, plus Anderson and Atrium windows and Provia windows and doors. Rooftop shingle delivery of top shingle brands. Make a fun space with AZEK and TimberTech decks. Excellent interior millwork from our own facility. Hardwood interior doors and stair railings. Improve your home. We can help at Holmes Lumber Design Center, downtown Sugar Creek.
It's all about you. It's all about you.
The more we know you and your financial goals, the more easily we can help you achieve them. Talk to us. Find out why so many of your neighbors come by and talk with our trained loan officers. Around here, it's all about you.
First National Bank of Denison, member FDIC. It's all about you.
It's all about
220 pounds, Parker Knapp, the senior, will take on Nate Gray of the Mustangs. This could be a good one.
Yeah, these Gray both were state qualifiers last year. Parker Knapp went 6-1, took 3rd place at the Ironman tournament where he actually faced off with Nate Gray, beat Nate Gray 9-4 at that tournament. Then he followed that up with a 1st place finish at the Medina Invitational tournament. He's ranked 2nd in the state in Division I. Gray was a state qualifier at 195 pounds last year.
They jumped from 95 to 220.
Yeah, and Gray has, not maybe experienced quite the success as he had last year. I think he's realizing that, but Parker Knapp out to prove a point tonight.
Sometimes when you put the weight on, doesn't even put the strength on or the quickness.
That's right. And Parker
and he's
Knapp,
in trouble.
wow.
Parker Knapp shows why he is one of the best in the state of Ohio, as he gets a 59-second pin.
And
here it is. Weaver Barnes replay.
And he takes Nate Gray down, and man, he just manhandled him there. And they're not playing around tonight. St. Edwards is putting it to the Mustangs.
And St. Ed's does not have a heavyweight, so the Mustangs.
Their heavyweight got hurt against Lake, so.
Yeah, so they'll get Jared Aubiel will get the forfeit. And this one will conclude with St. Ed's 55, the Mustangs 12, and we'll be back to recap it.
Martini 97 in downtown Dover is T-County's home for Buckeye Nation. Meet your friends and cheer on the Buckeyes on 9 flat-screen TVs. Martini 97 opens at noon on Saturdays for Buckeye games and college football. Pizza and beverage specials on game day make your celebration complete. And the party doesn't stop there. Every Friday and Saturday night, Martini 97 features the hottest area bands with no cover. Why pay just to get into your favorite hangout? Come to Martini 97 and the party's on us. Martini 97 on North Tuscarawas Avenue in downtown Dover. Home improvements make your life easier and add to the aesthetics and value of your home. Look to the Wayne Garage Door Sales and Service Showroom for garage doors, entry doors, storm doors, windows, gutters, siding, heritage stone, and awnings. Plus knowledgeable associates to help you create a distinct look for your home. Wayne Garage Door, quality workmanship and service after the sale since 1973 on State Route 39 in Dover. More than just garage doors.
Let Designer Stone bring the beauty of natural stone into your home. Now granite from Designer Stone is affordable for your home. Granite is ideal for kitchen countertops, bathrooms, and floors, and is elegant and unique in color and patterns. Make granite from Designer Stone the choice to beautify your home. Call Designer Stone today at 1-866-860-4747.
Why do more employers and employees choose AltCare? It's easy. AltCare is the top-ranked plan in Ohio and one of the highest-rated health insurance plans in the nation. Access to doctors and hospitals you want, quick and accurate claim service, and a personal one-on-one approach are just a few of the reasons customers stay with us year after year. Exemplary service from caring professionals who you've grown to trust. Committed to our community, committed to you. The choice is clear. Choose AltCare.
Dumont Sporting Goods has been outfitting winning teams since 1977. Put Doug Clark and his experienced staff to work for your team. See them for school jackets, silk screening, and embroidery. Dumont's is especially proud to be your exclusive area Russell Athletic Team Specialist. All of the name brands you love close to home. That's Dumont's Sporting Goods on Tuscarawas Avenue in downtown Dover. Team Specialist since 1977.
Tell me, are you confident in your financial game plan? I'm Matt Ferris, president of Ferris Financial. If you're like most people, you've probably spent a lot of time talking about getting your financial affairs in order, but for some reason, the game plan has never come together. At Ferris Financial, we're here to help you solidify your personal, business, and estate planning goals so we can build a winning game plan together and help you achieve peace of mind. Call us at 330-321-1413. Ferris Financial, helping you plan, protect, and prosper. Here's a year-end clearance that even Santa will enjoy. Hi, this is Pat Ferris from Ferris Toyota. Ferris and Toyota have teamed up for great year-end savings on some of America's best-selling cars, trucks, and SUVs. Save up to $4,000 on 2014 Camrys and up to $5,000 on Siennas, Avalons, and Tundras. And every Toyota comes with 24 months of no-charge maintenance. It's the year-end clearance event on all 2014 Toyotas at Ferris Toyota on the Wabash in New Philadelphia.
77 Inn & Grill is T-County's newest place to stay and play. Relax overnight in the luxurious 77 Inn or kick back with friends in the sports bar with 17 big screens. Having a party? Ask about a private party room. 77 Inn & Grill has fantastic stay, wine, and dine packages. Great for the holidays or a weekend away from home, but close to home. 77 Bar and Grill. Food, fun, sports, and lodging all on Commercial Parkway in Dover. Online at 77inandgrill.com.
There are hospitals. There are health systems. But there's nothing quite like this. The Altman system means A-class care. All of the services and care you need together. All of the most expert caregivers together. All of this joins together and together with you to lead our community to improved health. Welcome to the shape of advanced healthcare. At Altman, healthier together.
Woods Tall Timber Resort is a vacation that's close to home. The 7-acre lake is the focal point of the resort with camping May through October. Splash away your summer days at the beach and in the fall enjoy brilliant colors from your own private cottage. Whether you enjoy primitive camping or the amenities of home, Woods Tall Timber Resort has it all. Luxurious cottages feature equipped kitchens, a full bathroom, and room for 8 guests. The resort includes a clubhouse, concession stand, bait shop, shower house, and laundromat. And the recreation never ends. Enjoy summer fun on water slides, inflatable trampolines, paddle boats, and electric boats, plus house rentals, fishing, game room, playground, woodpecker par 3 golf, and miniature golf, and of course hiking trails. And now Woods Tall Timber Resort has zip lines. It's the best value around for this exciting way to fly. Rides start at just $15. Small zips and kiddie zips are also available. And the Lake House Lodge can accommodate your party, reception, reunion, or event. Check out all of the fun online at woodstalltimberlake.com.
Sort of the highlight of the night for the Ferris Financial pays to plan replay. It was the pin by Tyler Warner that got the Mustangs their first 6 points as he got a pin at 120. Mustangs' only other score tonight was forfeit at the heavyweight.
There weren't a lot of highlights for the Mustangs tonight. I'll say this. Very impressed with their effort. We talked about, I said the word almost a lot, but there was no almost with Tyler Warner.
Here's Tyler, and once he gets on top of you, it's lights out normally.
Yeah, and the St. Ed's wrestler was doing a good job of fighting off the crossface. So Tyler said, "Well, fine, I'll just cradle you a different way. You're not used to this," and just takes him right over.
And you can see just
his combination
strong,
of strength.
he just got the knee clear up into his face.
Yeah,
and there's nowhere to go. And I'd like to thank Ferris Financial. It pays to plan. And that replay of Tyler Warner, and Tyler is the best in the state till somebody knocks him off. 2-time state champion. And I'll tell you what, it's maybe a little bit wider score than I thought. And coming in, the Mustangs didn't have enough upper strength to stay there, and St. Ed's is St. Ed's, and they showed why they're always a top-notch program.
Absolutely, they are. They're probably the Division I state favorites this year in both the dual team and individual team state tournament. So it was a tough night for the Mustangs.
Well, I'd like to thank everybody, our staff, and Jason, great working for you. And along with you, we had a great time, and the Mustangs fall to St. Ed's tonight, 55-12. Big Time Sports, I'm Pete Brothers and Jason Jackson. Say, have a good evening.